Hello everyone, welcome to Akira's Academy of Accounting and Finance, and the topic for today's discussion is distinction between journal and ledger. Now, what is journal? What is ledger? In detail, I have explained in my previous video, so you can go through it. Today we are going to discuss what is the difference between them. Now, when I say journal, what we do, it is the book wherein we record the transaction for the very first time. That is why it is known as the book of original entry. Wherein in ledger, after recording the transaction in journal, we record in the ledger. Okay, so it is considered as the principal book of entry, right? What we do in the journal, we record each and every transaction chronological. Okay, so we record, it's known as chronological order. Okay, this recording of transaction is in a chronological order. Wherein in ledger, what we do, we analyze the transaction that has occurred in the journal and then we record it. So it is known as analytical order. The transactions are in an analytical order. This we know the process of recording the entries in the journal is known as journalizing, whereas the process of recording the entries in ledger is known as posting. So this is journalizing, wherein we post it in the ledger. So it is known as posting. Here, the transaction occurred and on that basis, the data is recorded. So here, the basis of classification of data is transaction. Wherein here, the basis, how we classify the data based on account, particular accounts, temporary, permanent, whatever, assets, liabilities, capital, expense, income, all these events have a particular account. So here the basis of classification is based on a particular account. Here the transactions are recorded based on a source document. There is an evidence. On the basis of that evidence, we are recording the transaction in the journal. So this has a greater importance when legal evidence is considered, right? Wherein what we do, we just post it in the ledger. So it may so happen that there are, like, let's say there is an amount 30,000 and by mistake you write it 3,000. Okay, so this does not have a greater importance. It has less legal importance, where because we can't cross verify it. We can just cross verify it with the journal, and with journal we can cross verify it with the source document, source evidence. So this has a more importance as compared to ledger. Next is it shows all the details of the transaction. When we talk about journal, what it shows on which particular day the transaction has occurred, what is the transaction that has occurred, how much amount, and there is a narration also. So it provide all the details of a transaction. Okay, wherein in ledger there's a particular account, we debit that particular account. If it relates to debit, we credit that particular. So it shows the summary of debit and credit. There are many other differences, like in journal we can say we can get to know the net. We can't get to know the net position. Okay, in journal we can't. There are entries. Likewise, if I am purchasing somebody from the supplier goods, I won't be able to know how much I am due to pay to him after a particular after a particular time. Where and in ledger, I have prepared that supplier's account. I will get a summary of it and I will get to know how much I am liable to pay to him. So here we can say the net position, we won't be able to get it, whereas we will be able to get it, the net position of that particular account at a particular time. Okay, there is one more difference. We can say that here, when I have to prepare my books, okay, my financial statement, that is balance sheet, trading and profit and loss account. Okay, when I am preparing the financial statements, I can't record the transactions in the financial statement based on journal. Okay, wherein If I have prepared ledger of those particular accounts, I can easily post them in the balance sheet and trading and profit and loss account. Hope you got it. See you in the next class. Bye bye.